With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix.com, Turn 5 Motorsports 2022 fall season nears an end. Only 4 races remaining to see who will take the championship hardware this season. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. As you can see in the background, drivers already turning in those hot laps. Qualifying session already well and underway. And what do you say we go trackside for some qualifying? Beautiful sunny day here in the rolling hills of Martinsville, Virginia, for tonight's short track paperclip race at Martinsville. And as we mentioned, those qualifying times, what do you say we go ahead and stay true to our word? There you can see him over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Rule Fan in his Creature Comforts. Number 60 Arkham Menards machine. Taking the top of the speed charts, quick time belongs to Than 1959. The driver that struggled a little bit in happy hour seems to find some qualifying pace, and Than tops the top of the charts for the moment. Only one driver left to get out there for a fast time. That's the 61 of Alton. We'll see if he can dethrone Than from provisional pole position. Only about 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying, so Alton, he's got some time. Everybody turning in laps below that 20-second mark, so quick laps here at Martinsville, just a half-mile paperclip, and I tell you what, it's like drag racing with corners. Turn 5 Motorsports drivers back into the Arkham Menards machines here for race number 12 of this first season. Point standings championship leader sitting right there second on the speed chart. Sheldon Fiddick with a commanding lead coming into tonight's race, sitting just about 80 points ahead of his closest competitor. So the driver's going to have to find some speed. They're going to have to find some points here if they're going to want to steal that championship trophy out of the grasp of Fiddick and his Reloptix.com number 41 Chevy Arkham Menards machine here tonight. As we said, 16 weeks, multiple different cars throughout this fall 2022 season, and we're going to visit all 4 cars remaining in the stables tonight in the Arkham Menards machines. Next week, you can catch us in the stadium trucks. That's right, the Pro 4 trucks at the Wild West Motorsports Park. That's going to be one heck of a show. Going to have some great stadium truck racing, coupled with some heat racing involved as well. Going to move on to Phoenix in those open wheel machines. That's right, the USF 2000s, those Pro Mazdas, the old school Pro Mazdas, going to be at Phoenix. And then we'll finish it off with the granddaddy of them all. Going to visit another short track a little further up north. We'll hit the Tour Modifieds at New Hampshire Motor Speedway to close out this fall 2022 season. And closing out qualifying, Rule Fan going to take top of the speed charts with a quick time here tonight. 19:59 is the fast time in qualifying. So with qualifying wrapping up, we're going to take a few moments, catch our breaths, pay a few bills, and then head trackside for the national anthem. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Drivers finishing up a little bit of shakedown on the machines, and we will get set to go green flag racing as these drivers all bring their cars to pit road. We would like you all to stand and join us in a moment of silence, remembering one of the greats. Unfortunately, passing too soon, taken from us just yesterday. The one and only, the famous, the myth, the legend, the icon, the father, the husband, the race car driver, Ken Block. And we thank you all for joining us in that brief moment of silence to recognize and remember everything that Ken did for Motorsports as drivers already to the starting grid. You can hear those familiar bells beginning to ring in the background. You know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup here from Martinsville Speedway, rolling off in the pole position inside of his Creature Comfort Brewing Company number 60 York Menards machine, the 60 of Rolfan. Sheldon Fiddick will line up just to his outside in his Reloptix.com Menards machine. Ethan Wilson and Robert E. back in row number 2. Row number 3 for tonight's 85-lap feature event here from the Paperclip Martinsville, Virginia, inside of his 87. Jason Rumey. The 010 of Steve Trotter just to his outside in that 6th position. Back in row number 4, the Beef Jerky Unlimited 86 machine of Tommy D, followed by the 113 of Paul Dillon. Frenchie and Chad Renselman round out your top 10. James Schultz and Andy back in the tail end of the field. That's going to do it for your lineup. 61 will catch the tail end as we get set to fire off for the first time. The music's going to begin to fade and we're going to get underway. To the restart zone we roll in on the gas. Green flag flies for the first time here and Martinsville, Virginia, down into turn number 1. Fan takes a commanding lead, already out to about a 2/10 of a second advantage. As Wilson gains a spot, he'll go to the inside of Fiddick, now looking to the inside of Fiddick is another Reloptix.com sponsored Arca Menards machine. That's going to be Robert D. He's going to take that third position away, and Fiddick already falling back in the field 2 positions. Looks like the 010 of Steve Trotter unable to make the starting grid. He's going to head to the tail end of the field. Already listed a 1 lap down here tonight. Trotter with an uphill battle already early from Martinsville. Tommy in scoring up there to the left-hand side of your screen. Follow along, find your favorite driver. They're on the track where they're at, where they're going, and Trotter back onto the lead lap, so it looks like everything shook out and worked its way out after having to start from the pits. And then just lap after lap, fastest lap of the race once again in 1979 this time around. We'll see where he's at when he crosses the line. Could have come across the line, 115 miles an hour on the speedometer, and he's going to go across the line in 1992. Still one of the fastest out there on the track. Sheldon Fiddick, the 41, turning in the fastest lap that time around. There you can see the 41, 1982 last time around. Hey, that's a good number. That's my number. I'm just going to say, you know, great things happened in 82. Everybody clean and clear, no troubles for anyone yet. We're going to watch this battle unfold before our eyes. The 41 of Sheldon Fiddick and Tommy D, they're going to go at 4 position, going to jump on board. Take a little look at the man inside of that Beef Jerky Unlimited.com. 86 machine, Tommy D on the wheel, sawing at it, trying to get back up inside of a podium position. I say back inside of a podium position. He's been fast all night long. The entire time since this 86 machine unloaded, one of the fastest in happy hour, one of the fastest in that little shakedown warm-up, one of the fastest in qualifying as well. So Tommy looking to get back up there, show some speed out of that 86 machine a little further back through the field. Tell you what, why don't we go back here? Right along with that 420 of James Schultz riding in the Smokies machine here tonight. Great little barn grill down there in Daytona Beach, Florida. If you ever have the time and you find yourself down there, get yourself a little trip on over to Smokies. I would probably say just as good as Tootsie's down there. So if you know the area, you know. If you don't know, you need to find out. Back outside of the cars, we rolling back around the track once again. Let's take a little look here. There's that 010 of Steve Trotter. He's actually going to gain a position. Chad Renselman with some issues. He's going to fall off of the pace, and Renselman going to drop back to the 13th position. Meanwhile, front of the field still running just like they were on lap number 2. Fan with the race lead, Ethan Wilson behind him with Robert D just after that. Rounding out your podium drivers, Tommy D has been able to get by Fiddick for the 4th position, so move Sheldon back to 5th. Everybody just getting their rhythm, getting in sync with the car and the way they need to get around these corners. We'll take a little bit of a look around the track here, see what we can see if there's any battles out there right now. You can see Robert D slowly closing in on Ethan Wilson, but not quite there just yet. This is your closest battle on track battle for that 4th and 5th position. Tommy D in 4th, Sheldon Fiddick back there in the 5th position. Sheldon's dropped 3 spots from where he qualified, so from the outside pole position, he's going to lose a bit of ground here. Going to keep ourselves right here with this battle for just a moment before we head back in front of these guys, because it's heating up for a second. I was going to say the battle for a second is heating up, but I mean, it's not the only battle on track. So what do you say we go up here, take a little look right here, because these two men are beginning to reel in Rule Fan at the front of the field as we go on board inside of 49 of Ethan Wilson. There you can see Wilson slowly closing in on Fan as Fan begins to reel in lap traffic. Already working the lap 17, lap number 18, going to go on the board this time around. 85 laps, less than 50 miles of racing. Just think about that, race fans. Less than 50 miles of racing. That means there is no break. There is no breather. You gotta get on it. You gotta get the job done. And drivers at the front of the field, sensing the urgency, trying to build those gaps, trying to walk away from their competitors. Rule with the biggest lead of the race so far, just over that 1 second mark. Meanwhile, right behind the 49 machine, you can see them. There's that 9, Reloptix.com. Arkham Menards machine of Robert E's closing in on him. Tommy D, Sheldon Fittig coming right along just back in the distance. You can see Chad Renselman off of the lead lap. The one and only driver listed off of the lead lap here. Oh, and the 61 with some troubles. The 61 has troubles, and he's going to head to pit lane. Oh, my goodness. Trouble for the 61 in a moment for the 9 machine. That's going to open up the door, and Tommy D going to say, thank you, coming through. And he'll move himself into the final podium position. Now that 86 machine sitting in third. Going up the track in the background, the Bugles 944 of Chad Renselman still having some struggles here tonight. He's going to scrape that outside wall. There you see the 34 of Andy down to the high side, letting those lead lap drivers utilize the racing lane down to the inside. We're going to go high above the track now with our Turn 3 drone cam here tonight. And Wilson, Tommy D, and Robert D back in fourth. Sheldon Fittig rounding out your top 5. Those top 5 drivers walking away from the rest of the field. Paul Dillon sitting back here in his 113 machine. Dillon sitting in that 6th position. Frenchie another 2 seconds back from Dillon. So big gaps through the tail end of this field. As Rule Fan absolutely lightning quick here tonight. Still padding his back pocket with some extra seconds. The race lead now 1.3 seconds as Ethan Wilson still dealing with Tommy D as well as that number 9. We'll jump around the track once again. Let's head up here back to the front. Take a little look at one of the heated battles on the track. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all over each other. Might as well throw Fittig in the mix. Close 5th place runner right now is to the outside of the 420. The lead lap drivers go. James Schultz now going to be listed off of the lead lap. Thirteen drivers took to the starting grid for tonight's 85-lap feature event here at the half-mile paperclip. Martinsville, Virginia battle for the 2nd position as Tommy D looks to the inside, and he's going to grab that spot. Oh, and contact off of turn 2, and we've got a caution. Contact off of turn number 2. Tommy D gonna go around, and oh man. That changes the game right there. Tommy going to get it whipped around and headed back in the right direction. But what do you say? We take a little moment. Let's say we take a look. Let's see how it all went down. We watched it unfold, but let's get a little look. There it is, just to the inside of that left rear quarter. And that's all it took it around goes Tommy D. He'll take Robert along with him. Well, looks like most of the field was able to get by. Not much of an incident there for everybody. We'll take one more look at it. A little higher above the track. Let's see if we see any more damage. The 3 cars involved in it right there. No! Looks like Sheldon Fiddick will catch a small piece of this one. A piece of that outside wall, as there you have it. Swinging it back around was Tommy, and we'll jump back to the front of the field behind the iRacing pace car. Will lead lap drivers make their way to pit lane. And no, looks like the front runners will stay out. Ethan Wilson going to be heading to pit lane. Trying to keep our eye on the field here. Trying to make sure we can keep a keen eye on what Tommy D is going to do. And it looks like both the 9 and the 86 are going to bypass pit road. They're not coming to fix any damage or get tires just yet here tonight. They're going to let this thing ride on out a little bit longer. Sitting right around 10 to 12 laps away from that halfway point. Looks like maybe a handful of teams trying to utilize some strategy. And oh, here comes the 9. Robert D going to head to pit road. Frenchie, that's going to pull Tommy D down to pit lane as well. So 3 more drivers decide those fresh tires are worth it. They'll give up some track position, but stay on the lead lap. Caution number 1 coming out back on lap number 29, I believe it was. Let's see if we can get that one right. Don't want to give out any fake news. Yes, indeed, it was lap number 29. First caution of the night flies here at Martinsville, Virginia, in the Beef Jerky Unlimited Reloptix.com. Turn 5 Motorsports Fall 2022 season as we come to a close. Here in the final 4 racing events, the Orca Menards machines on track tonight at Martinsville will visit the West Coast and the Wild West Motorsports Park next week in the Stadium Pro 4 trucks, then off into some open wheel action under the desert sun in Phoenix, and then back up north for the Lobster 200 and the Tour Modifieds at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for championship night. And it looks like field double file, so we're going to get ready to drop the hammer this time around. We're going to get ready to go back green flag racing once again as the pace car makes the left-hand turn. Whoa, Tommy D coming up and grabbing that position a little late. Watch out. Watch out indeed, almost falling out of the broadcast chair here. Whoa, in contact and around Fiddick goes. Quick caution. Quick caution after the restart. And Sheldon Fiddick gonna go around this time. Well, we've seen it happen. Let's take one more look at it here. Let's get a quick look at what happened to Sheldon on this restart. There you can see him outside the lane. He's gonna come down across the track and in front of Paul Dillon, and Dillon just a little deep into the corner. Lifts the tail end up, and oh, Robert E gonna catch a little bit of action here once again. Trouble for the 9, but Fiddick he's gonna have some worn out tires after that one. He may be coming to pit road to get some of those good gears. We'll see how it ends up, how it shakes out. Back at the front, race leader Rolfan catching up to the tail end of the pace car. So as we find ourselves under caution for the second time here tonight, 2 back-to-back quick cautions. We're going to take this moment and opportunity to pay a few bills, pay a few of the sponsors. You know how that game goes, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And welcome back in trackside here from Martinsville, Virginia. You're watching the Beef Jerky Unlimited. Reloptix.com, Turn 5 Motorsports Fall 2022 season coming back right after caution number 2. Ready to go back green flag racing as the iRacing pace car has already hit pit lane. Let's get ready to drop the hammer into the restart zone. We roll and on the gas. Green flag flash. Once again, a little bit of a tire slip there by the 113. He's going to lose some ground, stack up the field behind him. Ethan Wilson right there trying to avoid some danger as Wolfan starting to step away early on this latest restart. We'll get that time in scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen. As we quickly close in on the halfway point. Next time around, we will reach that halfway point here tonight. So already drivers laying down some quick times, laying down some quick laps. Very fast-paced race here tonight. 13 drivers took to the starting grid. We have still got 12 out on the track. Only the 61 of Alton with some issues. He's been on pit road for quite an extended stay. Crew members down there thrashing away. 12 drivers still on track. 11 on the lead lap. Chad Witzman listed as the only driver 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. And speaking of dogs, we've got a dog fight on our hands for the final positions on the podium. The 49 right there taking the position away from the 113. Paul Dillon going to go way up the track, and we've got a caution. We've seen it in the background. Steve Trotter going to go around. And I believe another driver going to get caught up and involved in this one. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. Trotter just deep into the corner on the brakes. Misses the 420, but Andy nowhere to go. 34 is going to come pile in and catch some front end damage on this one. That's going to put us back under caution once again here from Martinsville, Virginia, as we head to the front. New race leader, first time here tonight. Ethan Wilson gonna take the top spot away as the creature comforts. Number 60 of Rule Fan shows his hand and heads to pit road. He's gonna go ahead and get his tires now. Gonna be about a 14 lap difference on the tires for Fan over his fellow competitors, but he's going to be starting deep in the field now. He's going to be starting at least outside row number 4, so he's going to have a fight on his hands to try to get back to the front with going to appear to be just a... It's going to be close, but it's going to be just about 36 laps remaining when we drop the green flag once again under caution for the 3rd time here tonight. So while we've got a moment, while we've got some time, why don't you go ahead, head down in the description, find that link right there, head on over to Beef Jerky Unlimited.com. Some great beef jerky over there, as well as chicken jerky. You want some turkey jerky? They got that as well. I am a huge fan of this beef jerky. I had the pleasure of receiving some beef jerky from the man himself inside of that 86 machine, Tommy D, and the Beef Jerky Unlimited Menards machine. And I tell you what, the nitromethane, they were not joking around. That is absolutely some fire. When I say fire, I mean it sets your mouth on fire, and it is absolutely delicious. Even though it burns you a little bit, you still want another piece. The Firehouse also very, very good. The jalapeno one, absolutely phenomenal. Working my way through the final few bits of the Hawaiian pineapple as we speak. So some great jerky over there at beefjerkyunlimited.com. If you haven't already, scroll down in the description, click that link, go ahead and find your favorite over on the website now. Remember to use that Turn 5 discount code, 15% off of your order when you enter Turn 5 in that coupon code box, Turn 5, all capital letters. So a big shout out to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com and the man inside of that Arca Menards 86 machine, Tommy D. Absolutely phenomenal product, and we're going to have ourselves a phenomenal restart here. Let's see how it goes. Hungry in that Reloptix number 9. Look for Robert D to make a move. Off of turn 4, we roll on the gas, and green flag flies, stack up in the back, and oh my, caution gonna fly right off of the restart. Oh my goodness. Stack up at the tail end. Roll fan gonna get jacked up, turned around. What do you say we go take a look from inside of the cockpit of this number 60 machine? Get out, there's nowhere to go. He's gonna get jacked up, spun around here. As I believe that 87 of Jason Brumet, he's gonna spin the tires a little bit. And that's going to cause all the issues and the problems. We'll go back one more time, take a look at the replay. And yeah, 87 just spinning the tires a little bit, and nowhere to go for the fan. He's going to collect a piece of this one, get turned around, spun around, and get headed back in the right direction as we head back in the direction of your race leader, the 49 of Ethan Wilson. Will he come back to pit road? Or will that one-time stop on lap number 31 be enough to get him to the end? Drivers making their way around this half-a-mile flat paper clip track. Martinsville Speedway has put on amazing events pretty much since the creation. I mean, let's just think back a short few months ago with the move heard around the world, right? Ross Chastain, the Watermelon Man, wall riding from about 9th to 4th to work his way into the Final Four to give himself an opportunity to fight for a championship in the NASCAR ranks. What a crazy move, and if there's ever been a send-it moment in NASCAR, at least to my knowledge or for my respects and thoughts on it, that's the biggest send-it moment that anybody's ever witnessed. If you haven't seen it, Google it, YouTube it. I'm telling you, it is absolutely, it's nuts. Absolutely crazy move. Big hats off to the man that had the fortitude, we'll call it, to go ahead and send it the way he did, man. Ross Chastain, what a run just months ago here from Martinsville, Virginia. as the field receives the 2 to go. Oh, again, double file down the back stretch and get ready to go back. Green flag racing, working our way to just under 30 laps now remaining when we cross the start-finish line this time to begin lap number 56 through turn 4. Wait for it, and away we go. Green flag flies as the 49 of Wilson jumps on the gas. Everybody up through the gears, clean and clear this time. And oh, we say clean and clear, and it looks like Steve Trotter has a moment. Trotter locks up the rear tires on the restart down into turn number 1, and that's going to send us under caution once again. We'll take a look right here. You'll see it happen right before your eyes. Maybe a little help. 34 going to catch a piece of the tail end, and that's what's going to eventually send Toronto around. We'll go high above with the turn 3 drone cam for the restart and the replay of our 4th caution here tonight. And yeah, just catching a piece of it right there, a little deep into the corner. Both drivers really a little deeper into that corner than maybe their cars were ready to handle, but the contact definitely did not help that 0-10 of Trotter as the field makes their way back to the tail end of the iRacing pace car. We find ourselves under caution for the 5th time here tonight. You know why it sits here and weighs on my mind a little bit still. Do want to take this opportunity and moment as well to send out some thoughts and prayers to Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills team. Unfortunately, crazy, unlikely moment last night in the Monday Night Football game. Unfortunately, that young man suffered cardiac arrest while on the field just after making a tackle. A very scary looking, very scary situation, one that I don't think any NFL fan has ever witnessed, and we may never witness it again. Fortunately, the young man is in the hospital still there in Cincinnati, but he does seem to have all the proper vitals and things of that nature going on now. Still under sedation though, so from myself and a lot of the fans here with the Turn 3 Racing Network, we want to extend our well wishes to Damar Hamlin and his entire family, the Buffalo Bills organization, all the fans that were there that had to witness that crazy, awkward, tragic moment. And we'd like you all listening here tonight to also extend some well wishes, thoughts, and prayers. Young man, 24 years old, just in a very surreal moment last night, and I would like to keep that young man in all of our hearts, thoughts, and prayers, as we already unfortunately lost a great icon yesterday with Ken Block. So also remember to keep the Block family in your thoughts, hearts, and prayers. And as we say all that, we're going to go back racing here at Martinsville, Virginia. 25 laps to go, 24 when we cross the line this time around. Ethan Wilson will lead the field back off of turn number 4. On the gas and green flag flies. Looking for a clean restart this time down into turn number 1, and it looks clean and clear, at least for your top 8-9 drivers here side by side. Robert E. and Tommy D, they're going at it. Battle of the D's here for second. And caution gonna fly. Caution will fly once again here from Martinsville, Virginia. Lap number 62. Looks like Frenchie's got some trouble. 46 back under power. Heading back to the front of the field. He'll catch the tail end of this one. Let's go back. Let's see what happened with Frenchie. Let's see if we can get a look. Do we have that one, fellas? Yeah, okay, we've got a thumbs up on it. So what do you say we go to the replay. And it looks like possible contact there between a few drivers, and the 46 going to go around. We'll take one more look at it. But you can see them all fighting down into the corner, and yeah, the 420 going to catch a little piece of the 113 up into the 46. And Frenchie wearing the brunt of that battle. Unfortunately, he's going to lose a bit of track position as we head back up front with Ethan Wilson, who's been at the front ever since Rolfan decided to head to pit lane. Than has been able to work his way from 8th to 6th, but these quick cautions are somewhat of a demon for him right now, a problem for that Creature Comforts number 60 machine. Than he just can't pass him quick enough at this juncture. And we're going to be under 20 laps to go when we fire it back off here from Martinsville, Virginia, in the Beef Jerky Unlimited. Reloptix.com. Turn 5 Motorsports Fall 2022 season. And Wilson may be looking to head to victory lane here. We'll see if the boss man in the flag stand goes ahead and gives them the one finger wave this time around as we join the crowd on the front stretch just past the start-finish line. Let you get a little look at what all of these fans packing out the stands have a little view of. Sold out packed house here at Martinsville, Virginia for tonight's race. Yes, indeed, one finger wave on display. You know it means it's time to go back. Green flag racing once again here from Martinsville, Virginia. We'll have 18 laps remaining. Can Tommy D find a way around that 49? He's going to need to have a much better restart than what we've seen over the past 2 to 3 restarts here. You can see him out front in front of your race leader through the center of the corner. He's going to have to be careful not to get one of those black flag penalties. Into the restart zone we roll, and all the gas. Green flag flies. Great restart this time for the 86. Will he be able to duck down to the bottom? Careful, careful, tiptoeing through the tulips. He'll take that position away, and Robert D will stay in third. Sheldon Fittick back there in that 4th position after battling from some early incidents. We'll take a look here as the 113 of Paul Dillon going side by side with Sheldon Fittick, the 41 up at the top of the racetrack, and that is not where you'll want to be. You'll want to be down at the bottom. He'll get a great run off the corner exit and head down to the bottom into turn number 3. The 113 right there behind him. Paul Dillon with company now. Fan looking to the inside, heading down into turn number 1. Not quite going to be able to get there deep and onto the curb. A little bit of a hop by that 113. Dillon with a mirror full right now. Will drop the Tommy and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen. But Dillon with company as we're going to take a look off the tail end of this 113 back at the Creature Comforts Brewing Company. Number 60, Mark Menard's machine of the Rover fan hot on the trail. Now looking to the inside of turn number 3. Not going to force it. Not going to put the nose of that Chevy to the inside, and he's going to make Dillon make the mistake, and Wolfman's going to walk away. And going to take the position as we go back up front here with your race leader, Ethan Wilson, taking a look back at Tommy D. Tommy trying to take that top spot away. Nice little gap back to Robert, and that number 9 machine. Rock sitting about 6/10 of a second off of the tail end of Tommy for the time being. Whoa, deep into the corner. I don't know if Tommy was just that quick through the corner of 1 and 2, or if the 49 had a moment. Look at Tommy roll the center of that corner. My goodness, that thing looks quick. through the center. Let's watch this. Watch him close in. Gosh, all but on the bumper, and here comes the run. Tommy D looking for the run. Covered up by the 49. He'll take it to the high side. Power move, not gonna work out. They'll drag race down the front stretch, back across the line. 11 laps now remaining here. A little bit of a slip up into one, and that's going to give Wilson just enough breathing room to edge back out front and try to... You got to drive out of the windshield, but I guarantee you the man inside of that machine is utilizing his mirrors just as much as anybody else. Take a look inside on the wheel. This space. A lot of work, a lot of sawing on the wheels, so that's something good that he's got working for him, but he has got a hungry Tommy D all over him. Tommy looking to get to victory lane here tonight from Martinsville, Virginia. Great run off of turn number 2, and Tommy back onto the brakes. No rotor glow just yet here for any of these drivers at the front of the field. Which, I mean, no rotor glow at Martinsville. Yeah, I know we just went back under green flag racing conditions, but the amount of stress you put on these brakes is unreal. Heavy braking here at Martinsville. And really, the center of the corners is where you can make up a lot of time, and that is exactly where we are seeing it. Right there, once again, big run through the center for Tommy, and he's going to force his way to the inside. Little bit of a curb hop there, up into the door of the 49, so a door check, thank you. I'll take the spot across the line. Tommy D going to grab that second spot away, and contact, and what a moment there for the 49. He may have lost 2 or 3 positions, but he just gained a ton of fans there, keeping that 49 machine heading in the right direction. His own little Ken Block moment right there, drifting through the corner and keeping that thing headed in the right direction. I know Wilson may be a little mad under the helmet now, but what a wheelman moment here from Martinsville. We'll go back to the battle at the front for car train 1, 2, 3, 4, all lined up, all within 0.7 of a second of each other. And here at Martinsville, you can expect some contact coming to the tail end of tonight's race. I would expect to see a little bit of contact over these final 3 laps. Tommy D gonna cross the line, give us 3 laps remaining, and oh, Fittick sideways after contact from Than. Oh boy. We said it was gonna happen. We said it was gonna go down. What do you say we go check the replay? Sheldon Fittick goes around with just 3 laps to go. Roll Than deep into the corner and on the binders, and he just cannot stop it from door checking that 41. You could see him bound up on the brakes. I mean, he was on the brakes and tried to miss the tail end of Fittick. Let's watch this one more time. There you see him hard on the brakes, turns it to the left to try to keep it out of the 41, to try to keep the contact from happening, but unfortunately in through the grass, and you're at the mercy of the tires at that point in time, and you cannot control it with the steering wheel up into the side of the 41, and that's going to put us under caution once again here from Martinsville, Virginia. 7th caution of the night as we get set for a green-white checkered finish from the paperclip. 9:44 of Chad Renselman receiving the wave around. He's going to work his way back onto the lead lap. And what a night for Renselman, really. I mean, just mired in traffic off of the lead lap for a good portion of tonight's racing here. Green-white checkered circumstances, and he may be able to improve his finishing position from this moment forward. Renselman's got a chance rounding out the top 10 at the moment. We'll have to wait to see if he's able to gain any more positions here tonight, but I want to know if the man at the front, right here, leading the field off of turn 2, down the backstretch, inside of the Beef Jerky Unlimited, Arkham Menards machine, can Tommy D get this machine to victory lane? You know what? How about a sponsor picture right there? You can't ask for much more from the sponsored cars than to have the league sponsors on the cars that are 1 and 2 on the track. How sweet is that? We're going to have to put in on it. We're going to do our an internal investigation here. Yeah, I'm no private eye, but don't get me wrong here, man. How great is that? The Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix.com, Turn 5 Motorsports drivers lined up with Beef Jerky Unlimited and Reloptix.com on the front row. And here we go, back to the restart zone on the gas. A little stack up and green flag flies. Tommy D gonna play a little games on the restart. That's gonna catch the 9 out for a moment. A little bit of a stack up. Everybody clean and clear. And nope, we've got one around in turn 1. And we've got more drivers around. Ethan Wilson, Rule Fan make contact. And Fan into the outside wall. And Wilson down pit road. So 2 separate incidents here on our first green-white checkered attempt. Contact between Ethan Wilson and Rule Fan. Fan into the outside wall. Wilson down pit lane. And now maybe feeling a little outnumbered at the front. Tommy D gonna have 2 Reloptix.com sponsored machines right surrounding him really here. And you know, even though he's the control car, you gotta pick the inside lane. I mean, you just can't take you can't take a chance at a possible spin of the tires on the outside and allowing the inside lane to keep pace into the corner. You really need to be at the bottom heading into turn number 1, especially on these restarts. Give yourself any type of fighting chance. I mean, we've seen Tommy try to make the pass work on the high lane very fast through the center of the corners, but just not able to get that forward bite up out of the corners to take the position away from the outside lane. So we'll see if that chrome horn comes into play once again. Final few laps, second green-white checkered attempt of the night. And the field will receive the one to go this time around. Pace car lights will go off and we'll get set. Well, no, they're going to go ahead and add one more. We're going to add one more lap here to the pace lap, so drivers getting deep into the run. Is anybody worried about fuel? Remember, we are working our way around the track now, somewhere around lap number, I believe, lap number 93 or so. Official race distance, only 85 laps. So drivers close to going about 10 to 15 laps further than the official race distance. Do they have enough fuel? Your top 3 last time to pit a road inside of 35 laps. So they have been out there for about 60 laps on the fuel and tires. Will it be enough to get them to the end? I don't know, but we gonna know here very, very shortly. Tommy D trying to clean up the tires down there on the inside. He'll have the number 9. Reloptix machine just beside him. Got another one behind him. Fittig and Dillon make up row 2 for the restart. Trotter and Rumey back in row 3. Than and Schultz in row 4. Renselman and Wilson round out the top 10 into the restart zone and on the gas quick this time. Green flag flies. What a start by Robert D. Oh, and contact. More troubled drivers around. A lot of contact between a lot of drivers there. We've got 3-4 drivers around at the back end of the field, and Steve Trotter going to have to hit the tow truck and head to pit lane. My goodness. There you can see Trotter already on pit lane as we head back up front. I believe that is going to do it. I believe that is going to be it. We are going to finish this thing out under caution. Unofficial race results underway, crossing the line under caution conditions after the green-white checkered attempts expire. And Tommy D taking the checkered flag here tonight from Martinsville, Virginia. What a race, what a night, what a win from the man that was near the front. Moved to the back, but found a way to get to the front once again. There you can see Tommy D coming across the line, enjoying his cool down laps. We'll get a little closer to the track, let this man enjoy his smoke show. He's going to avoid some drivers on the back stretch. A little bit of conversations going on there between a handful of drivers. So as Tommy enjoys his post-race celebrations, he'll join your podium drivers right there near victory lane. Ethan Wilson burning it down for the man himself. Tommy D gonna walk away with the top spot, and he will walk away with the checkered flag. So as he begins his smoke show, we're gonna step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. In back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's race here from Martinsville, Virginia, and let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's see if we can't talk to a few of your podium drivers here tonight. Let's go ahead and see if we can't grab a few words with the man that walked away third here tonight inside of here's Reloptix number 9 machine. Robert, it's Dave. You got a copy?
Hey, Dave, sure do. How you doing?
I can't complain. If I did, wouldn't matter, and who would listen, right?
I wouldn't.
Well, man, a heck of a night. A great race for you and your 9 crew. You were up there near the front. You kind of went mid-pack at one point in time, was able to make it to the end. A little bit of a crazy finish there with some of the back-to-back cautions, but walk us through your night and how did you get the job done?
Yeah, Dave, we qualified pretty good. It was on the outside, so we kind of got shuffled back a little bit, and then I got caught up in a skirmish there. But luckily enough, we had a few cars on the a lap down, and that kind of helped me out. And I got in and got new tires, and I was able to pass some of them guys that stayed out, which helped a lot. And then the battle ensued, if you would.
Yeah, a little bit of we'll call it a Braveheart moment there, possibly. I mean, I don't know how to categorize that. I mean, cautions breed cautions, even in the real world. I mean, it's nothing anybody is unfamiliar with, so to speak. But you were able to keep yourself clean at the end here and walk away third. And one of the final 4 races of the season. Looking forward on the calendar here, Bomb Dude, is there any race or any track combination, car combination that kind of tips the scale your way?
Yeah, I think both the USF 2000s at Phoenix and then the modifieds at New Hampshire, they fit my driving style. I like the modifieds a whole bunch, and looking forward to some good races. I just haven't had much luck this season. I'm known as the wreck magnet, the bomb dude effect, they call it over at the war, and I'm finally getting back into my groove again.
Well, we hope the groove is here to stay. Walking away with the podium here tonight. 3rd place from Martinsville. Nothing to hang your head about. So before we let you go here tonight, you want to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home in Kentucky or at the race shop?
Oh, you betcha. We definitely got to thank yourself for putting on the show. Beef Jerky Unlimited and Tommy D. Reloptix. If you don't have your Reloptix for VR, get them. Lose the glasses, get the inserts. You won't be disappointed. And also all the guys that run on this league here, we have a great time. We enjoy ourselves. It's a riot on Discord while we're doing it, and always have a good time.
Absolutely. Well, Robert, again, congratulations on the great run here tonight, the podium finish, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you next week. And that's a pretty nice looking fish.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
All right, my man. Well, take it easy, and we will catch up with you trackside this coming week.
You as well.
All right, having a little bit of fun with Bomb Dude right there. The driver out of Kentucky walking away third on the podium, and he's going to walk away from the rest of the podium drivers. Walking away third here tonight inside of his Reloptix number 9 machine. That's Robert D. That's going to move us right along to man that's just hanging out up here with your race winner. Let's see if we can't talk to the man leading the point standings coming into tonight's race, but falling just one spot short of getting another win here on Tuesday night. Sheldon, it's Dave. How you doing inside of that thing, huh?
Well, that was an interesting race. Started up front, fell back, got unfortunately involved, and then other people got involved, and here I am in second place. So there's nothing to really complain about. I finished where I started.
Yeah, I mean, you finished right where you qualified. I mean, you mentioned it. You qualified well, obviously, from that outside pole position. Early trouble, did that give you any confidence, knowing that you had quite a long journey to get to the end of tonight's race, that you were probably going to be able to work your way back into contention?
Yeah, I figured I would be able to get close to the front. I knew I was going to need some help, some guys to have some bad luck to get, I mean, really to where I am. I was really figuring I was probably going to end up in the top 4-ish if we would have stayed green. I'm pretty good here, so I was pretty confident I could make some hay and get past some of those guys and but you know, unfortunately for some other guys, they ran into some bad luck. Good for me, ended up in second. So I mean, it's racing at Martinsville. What can you say?
Absolutely. I mean, anything can go down at Martinsville. It's on the opposite spectrum of Talladega, but it's just as big of a roll of the dice or a flip of the card, however you want to word it and look at it. Sheldon, another great finish for you this season. It looks like you're going to be able to secure that championship. We're going to have to wait another week, I believe, to officially pretty much do it with the point standings, but nonetheless, another phenomenal run for you, your crew, and of course the driver behind the wheel. But let's get one update here. I haven't had any updates on how those North Dakota State University guys are doing, or did the Buffaloes pull out that win?
So they're the Bison. Might have to fight you for that.
Buffalo, Bison. I mean, aren't they? That's like cousins, right?
Yeah. So the game is actually on Sunday. Unfortunately, it's against some NFL games. So the game is at, I think, 2 p.m. Eastern time on January 8th. It's on ABC. Everybody go out and watch my alma mater, the NDSU Bison. Go out there and play against the Bunnies. The Bison are going to be underdogs. They're quite beat up, but that doesn't matter. South Dakota State is a fantastic team, very talented team, and I mean it's really the best two teams in the country are playing. The Bison are going to have to punch up a little above their weight class here to take those Bunnies down from South Dakota State, but it should be a good game. It could be a matter of turnovers. The Bison, the stadium they're going to in Frisco, Texas, is their second home. They've played there 9 out of the last 11 years, so they know the place, they know the environment, that they've been through the routine of traveling to Texas. So hopefully that will give them a little bit of advantage, and I'll be there rooting and cheering on my Bison.
Well, we hope they can pull it out the way you were able to pull out a recovery here tonight. Again, congratulations on the great finish, Sheldon. Before we go, you know the drill. Thank yous, love you, shout-outs, anything like that?
Yep. Do my usual spiel here, Dave. Thank you, Turn 3, everything you guys do on the broadcast here. It's great. I love it. Reloptix. If you first time you see this, watching this, VR headsets, they make prescription inserts for your VR headset. If you wear glasses and you have VR, just go there. Get them. I run them. They are phenomenal. You cannot believe how awesome they make your VR experience. Tommy D, you get to talk to them next from Beef Jerky Unlimited. Best beef jerky in the world. Go there, use a promo code TURN5, get yourself a discount, buy some jerky. You cannot go wrong. I thank those guys for supporting us and what we do here and having a little fun on Tuesday night. And go out and support our sponsors. They help us put this on. And yeah, and everybody who's watching, thanks for tuning in. I know there's a lot of people that watch it. I got buddies from North Dakota that watch this. I appreciate those guys putting it on and paying attention to what we're doing here. It's a great experience, and I'm just so happy. We got 3 races left to this season, crown a champion. I got stiff competition coming up behind me. I got to make sure I run well here the last few weeks to try to lock this championship in. So it should be an exciting race. We got some Pro 4 racing next week, so it should be fun.
Absolutely. A ton of fun still yet to be had here in the Fall 22 season. Sheldon, again, congratulations on the second place, and we'll see if we can't talk to you next week at Wild West.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from the man right there on screen, walking away second here tonight from Martinsville Speedway, the 41 Reloptix.com machine of Sheldon Fiddick. And that's going to move us right along to the man of the moment, the man of the hour, walking away with the checkered flag here tonight inside of his Beef Jerky Unlimited 86 Arca Menards machine. Tommy D, it's Dave. How you feeling after your second checkered flag?
Oh, it's awesome, Dave. I mean, it was fun. You know, some good tight racing. You know, Ethan and I. Was it Ethan and I?
Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan
in
got in the back of me
49,
there, and I had to
absolutely.
go to the back, but that was cool. Got some tires and just tried to work our way back up there. And we had a little faster car than Ethan, so we made the pass there. And then I was definitely worried about Robert Doig, bomb dude. He was fast too, and he was getting on me. But what a great start to the race! Everybody did such a great job. Nice long green run to begin the race, even here at Martinsville. And then the wheels fell off a little bit. I think everybody got a little confident, and we had too many yellows down the end there because a lot of us were having fun under green because there were probably 6, 7 of us that were all, you know, could run within a tenth of each other lap wise. So it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, very close on the speed charts as far as those lap times are concerned. I mean, there at one point in time, I think it was right at about within a tenth of a second of the lap time. Everybody inside of that top four was just all over each other on the speed charts. I want to talk to you a little bit about what may have happened in qualifying, though. You were very quick in happy hour, one of the fastest out there in happy hour. Had uh, forgive me here, had a little bit of a lackluster qualifying effort. I mean, you qualified back there outside of the top five. You were able to make up those positions here in the race and walk away with the checkered flag. But what went on there in qualifying? Did you just maybe miss a breaking point?
No, actually, my crew chief brain took over after practice, and I thought, man, I got qualifying here. I didn't even remember we had a warm up. I could have tested it then, so I was like, well, screw it. I need to know this for the race. So I made one more change in my offset and my steering ratio, and it totally did not like it at all. It was took a car that was 1 and 2 speed wise in practice and made it into barely a top 7 car. So I went right back to my setup that I had in it, steering setup, because obviously this is a fixed league, but steering setups make a difference. Went back to the one I had success with in practice, and everything came back around.
Oh yeah, those steering ratios and the offset really. I want to say more so the ratio can really have an effect on how much you're utilizing and burning up the tires while turning. So I would have to agree. Fixed setup, but still those ratios and offsets can be a very big factor. Uh, Tommy, we're down to the final 4 races. Only 3 of them left here, heading away from Martinsville tonight. Is there any of these next 3 tracks coming up that you got maybe circled on the calendar that we might see that beef jerky machine back into victory lane for a 3rd time?
Yeah, I mean, I started to the last couple time we were in the off-road trucks, I really started to get a handle on driving those, and I'm not the fastest yet, but I think I'm about a top 3 guy. Maybe a little more practice. It depends on the track, but I think we get to that off-road truck and I might have a shot. You know, I don't think I obviously can't win the championship as far ahead as Sheldon is, and I think I've missed too many races with work and stuff, but man, I'm going to do the most I can and see how high I can finish, just for, you know, that's the fun of it, you know. So we'll see. I mean, that's 2 wins in the year. Let's see if we can get any more.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to watch you out there on the track, and well, I'll agree with you. Very, very, very good in those trucks, very quick as well. So we'll see if you can't make it back to victory lane next week at Wild West Motorsports Park. We'll have to see how it all shakes out and how it all goes. But for now, enjoy this win, enjoy the celebration here from Martinsville. But before we let you go, you know the rundown, so we're going to step back and hand you the mic. Tommy, again, what a run. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna go celebrate here. I need some beef jerky.
You want some of mine?
No,
I
I hope you're enjoying yours.
absolutely.
Yeah, man. Just thank the wife, and Beef Jerky Unlimited for allowing me to do this and put a little bit of money out there so that we can, start this new league. And got to thank Sheldon. I mean, he's done probably 90%, if not more, of the work to run this league. This was a vision of both of ours, and then it was just kind of a thinking thing at first. We're like, yeah, we should make it multi cars and give every different people a shot. If you do a truck league or you do an ARCA league and you get that same car all year, those are fun too. But you get into a league and you realize you're barely in the top 20 and it's not your favorite car or your best car. So this multi-faceted deal with 5 different cars gives everybody that has different talents a chance. I think it's pretty cool, and I think hopefully we can sign you up again for another season after this, and hopefully Sheldon still wants to do it. Maybe we'll get him a little help, and maybe we'll do a little refining on what we're going to do for the next season. We may, change one car or something. We'll just see.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tommy, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put it out there. As long as there's more beef jerky involved, I'm in.
All right. Well, cool. I actually want to talk to the guys and see if it may be too early in this yet. We don't have a ton of guys yet in this league, but with this discipline of having 5 different cars, I'd love to at one point have one car that's in the dirt, even if it's a dirt street stock.
That is right up my alley. I love the dirt track racing. I mean, we do some dirt track racing in those the rally cross in the stadium trucks, but it's not quite dirt racing. You know what I mean?
No, but I thought maybe that's one of the reasons why Sheldon and I decided to add those was to give guys that haven't really had the experience on the dirt, even though it's not totally dirt, a chance to kind of get a feel for it. Because I think it's kind of an entry-level deal that give anybody a feel for driving on the dirt if they've only driven on pavement, and then maybe we can go into a dirt late model that's not super fast and not too much power, and everybody can learn to drive on the dirt. I think would be kind of cool. So we'll just see. We'll see what Sheldon wants to do. We'll see what Bomb Dude wants to do. We'll talk to our few guys that Sharky's normally involved in that too. We'll just get all of our heads together and figure out what we're gonna do for next year. But we really appreciate you. Really appreciate Turn 3 for letting us borrow you. And we'll just carry on, man. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Well, again, Tommy, congratulations on the checkered flag and your second win of the season. And we'll see if we can't catch up with you next week. Until then, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Nighty-night.
All right, there you have it. You heard it from the man himself. Made a little bit of a tweak, and it can be that big of a difference, especially at a short paperclip track like this here at Martinsville Speedway, nestled in just the foothill mountains, just north of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right here in Martinsville, Virginia. What a night, what an event, what a race, as Tommy D walks away with the second checkered flag of the season for himself and his crew. What a night indeed it was, and, well, you can hear producers already hitting those buttons in the background, so you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results, walking away with the top spot, checkered flag in hand. And for some reason, we've got some issues with the race results. Look like we're going to leave Tommy D off of the list, but walking away with the top spot, checkered flag in hand, is Tommy D. Sheldon Fittig back in second, Robert D. in third, Rulthan in fourth, Ethan Wilson back in fifth, Jason Rumey going to round out your top six. Paul Dillon back in seventh, James Schultz in eighth, Chad Rinselman recovering, getting himself back onto the lead lap, and he'll finish in ninth, 10th position here tonight to Steve Trotter, Frenchie, Andy, and Alton. Round out the 13-car field here tonight. So what a run, what a race, what a night here from Martinsville, Virginia. Only a few races left before we crown a champion. Will we see Fittig be able to wrap it up next week from Wild West Motorsports Park? We'll have to wait 7 days to find out, but I can assure you this, it is going to be a barn burner in the stadium trucks. Those Pro 4s put on one heck of a show each and every time they hit the track. And for the first time here tonight, if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. As always, show these drivers some love and drop the thumbs up. Click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you slide through, whether you're stopping by to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, or possibly one of the many sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. We have a phenomenal 2022. Let's make 2023 even better. Until next time, stay safe, stay loved, my friends. And until then, we'll meet you in Turn 3.